Hello everybody, we're on videos. My name is MJG Games. Today we're doing an unboxing video. Okay, unboxing time. It shouldn't be an overly long video, this one. This contains my fourth PlayStation 1. Got my first one, Boxing Day 1997. My dad got it for me. That got played to absolute death, it really did, but unfortunately it broke. It had a very unusual laser fault. Now it is actually still in my mum's loft somewhere, but it's just gathering dust. The second one I bought for myself. Bought it during my year at Canterbury College, bought it in 1999, bought it from Electronics Boutique. That lasted a lot longer, but also it broke. That was a mystery. I don't actually know what happened to it. It might be in my mum's loft, I'm not sure, but basically, yes, it was a laser fault once again. So around about the time the second one broke, I also did have at the time the PlayStation 2, and of course the PlayStation 2 has the ability to play PlayStation 1 games, and for years upon years upon years, that's what I was doing. Until 2018, I went to my first ever retro gaming market, went with a friend I used to work with, his name was Pete, and I bought my third one. What I paid for it I can't remember, but there's a scuff right there. Now when I bought it, it didn't have any games with it, just usual cables and controllers. But the reason why I bought my fourth one, because I thought it was at fault. It turns out it wasn't, but I did record some footage earlier in the week, but basically the image on the screen was very poor. Okay, it's a bank holiday weekend, 3rd of May 2025, just bought my fourth PlayStation 1. It's still a mystery of why the picture is so bad. But this TV here is one of the first things I bought after I first moved in, and it took me quite a few hours to try and get the right one, because the one I wanted had a SCART cable, but now modern TVs don't have the SCART cable, very rarely do they. So that's what I'll use for this test. Yeah, the TV in the other room, the one I bought last year, doesn't have a SCART cable. Of course you've got to try and use HDV converters and OSSCs, it's very untidy. But yeah, I did a top 10 Tetris video, and when it came to actually capturing the footage for the next Tetris, the screen was bobbing up and down, it was horrendous. I tried on the PlayStation 3, it wouldn't get past the title screen, so I had to capture it on the PlayStation 2. Using the same cables I was using to try and use this one. But yeah, that is actually yellow. It shouldn't be yellow, it should be blue. You might be thinking to yourself, Jamie, it's clearly a SCART cable fault. Well, that's what I thought at first, but every cable I was using was giving me the same result. It can't be all down to dodgy cables. Then how do you know if they're official Sony ones? Something you can't tell. I'll try this one. This was actually an official one, I believe. But yeah, it actually is labelled as the PlayStation 2. It should work with the PlayStation 1. I mean, this one has captured it, but I don't even see it on the camera, probably not. But basically the image is moving, it's bouncing. But this is composite, which of course is not going to be the same result of quality. But yeah, these PlayStations aren't designed for these type of TVs. SCART cables, yes. Modern TVs, no. Old school, yes. CRT is the way to go. Right, this one is also an official one. I did a try. Third time lucky. I have got more cables in this. I don't know where they all are. They're all over the place. I've got so many of them. Just bought them randomly over the years. Some work better than others. There you go, another cable, another yellow image. But yeah, is it the cables? Is it the console? Is it the TV? I doubt it. So that's the same cable, this time it's going through the HDV converter, this time going to the TV via HDMI. It's green this time. So it probably is a cable problem. I've already bought one. PlayStation 1 that is, I've already bought one. Mortgage cables, well, it's the last one I've got. Plug that in. I don't know if it's an official one. Can't tell. Doesn't say anything. I'm assuming it's not. It would say Sony on it if it was. That's the best one so far. Well, so maybe it is a cable issue, I don't know, but we'll find out when the new one arrives. But is it going to arrive in time? Don't know. So after a few discussions of various live streams, I thought, why not, let's stream the PlayStation 1. I was testing that one on the PC, and like I say, it wasn't working brilliantly, so I decided to buy myself another one, which hoping it was going to arrive in time. This was during the bank holiday weekend, so on the Saturday, I bought this one from eBay, paid £63 for it. No games, just usual contents. I was going to buy it from Amazon, I very nearly did. I didn't actually realise Amazon can sell second-hand consoles. The only issue with that was, yes, it was going to be next day delivery. You don't actually get to see the condition of the one you're buying, so I decided not to get it. But this one I bought on a Saturday, The stream was going to be on the Friday, it arrived yesterday, which was Saturday. So it didn't actually arrive in time. No big deal though. It's nice to have a backup. That blade needs replacing, it's so blunt. Right, slide that in there like that. Give that a try. Can't be any worse. It's better. I've had that knife for years. Got it for my first ever job. Right, get messy, always does. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I totally forgot, but yes, it does have a control pad in it, but this one has the old style one. I haven't seen one of those for a long, long time. But yes, the first PlayStation I got did have this specific type. And it's disappeared. Like many things, it's disappeared off the face of the earth. So it's nice to go back to. So yeah, it's nice to have that again. It's been a long time. But yes, I was using them for a very long time until the day I bought Has A Scart on the PlayStation 1, bought it from Electronics Boutique. And my one I bought had a control pad with it. Which of course wasn't that one. It was this one, and ever since that day it's always been these ones I've used. Even though 9 times out of 10 I don't tend to use your long sticks unless it's a game we have to, I tend to use directional pads. Slight difference in colour though, no big deal. But yeah, I'd rather use these personally, but those are very, very good. Also the PlayStation 2s were very, very good as well. Right, so of course cables, always going to feature, aren't they? But yes, I've got so many plugs. Don't really have any issues with plugs, but that one I will label in the future. Put it in the box. All the other plugs. And I was aware that this box did not feature a SCART cable. So yes, we have got the composite with the red, yellow and white. I might try it with the attachment, but I might just stick with the one I tested last because that was the one I used for streaming and it seemed to be capturing it okay. But I might try this one with some of those other ones to see what is the best result. Another thing I knew that was in the box, always handy, is another memory card. And I have got 8 of them. There are 7 of them here, but yeah, they were about £15 back in the day. But yes, one of them I can't find, probably 4 on the floor somewhere. But luckily, the one I can't find is blank. Is that going to be blank? I don't know. I'm quite intrigued to see if there's anything going to be on it. But there we go, a nice addition. I'll label that also in the future. But yes, that's very handy to have. Right, so of course brings us on to the main event. But yes, I was tempted to buy it on Amazon, but of course you can't see the condition of the one you're buying. So with eBay, yes, there was plenty of pictures, so I knew exactly what I was getting. And the condition of this one is probably better than my one. It's wrapped very, very well. Whenever I buy something like this on eBay, I'm always looking at the images, zooming in on the images, looking around, looking at all nooks and crannies, looking for different damage. There's no damage there at all. That is really, really nice condition. Very pleased with that. Better than mine. Fantastic. The only thing I've noticed, different to mine, is mine doesn't have the parallel port on the back. This one does, but yeah, it is missing its cover. So I might go on eBay and see if I can find a cover for that. Overall, marvellous. Very pleased with that. So there we go. Top one, new one, got that. My one hasn't. Overall, I'm really pleased with that. Super. We'll try some games out, see how it performs. Okay, before we try out the new one, let's try the old one. Oh my god, I need to knock my tea over. Woo! Where do I put it? Oh, good. Right, we'll do that again, shall we? Before we test out the new one, let's test out the old one. But yes, going back to that Tetris video, I was trying to capture it originally by using the OSSC, and that was what was giving me the most problems. It doesn't always give me problems. Certain systems it captures it brilliantly. But yeah, it was like wavy like that. It was very bizarre. But eventually I did switch over to the PlayStation 2 and I had to use the HD video converter, which is not as good as this, but it's cheaper than this as well. But that one gave me the best picture. After so many years, it's still one of the most iconic boot-up screens ever. Sounds amazing, but it doesn't look amazing. Look at that! Terrible. Waving already. So yeah, out of all those SCART cables I tried, this is the best one, and also this is the one I used to stream with. And when I streamed it, didn't actually use the OSSC at all. I used the HDV converter. But in using the OSSC and using the old PlayStation and that best SCART cable, it get this sort of wavy effect. It's very strange, but it's only on my OBS screen. It's not on my screen. My screen's nice and sharp and it's stable. But yeah, I'm not really expecting it to be much different if I tried it out on the other PlayStation, but I am going to substitute the SSC to the HD figure converter, because that seems to give me the best result. So there we go, move it over to the HD figure converter, which is probably about a quarter of what I paid for the OSSC, using the same cables, the same PlayStation, same PC, same game, and it's stable. But it's not always the case. Some games, some systems do capture better with the OSSC, some is worse with the OSSC. So I don't think the new PlayStation is going to make much difference, but we'll try out different cables, try different games, and see what is best. But I think it's fair to say both PlayStations are going to work brilliantly, which makes it even more bizarre. That was my phone. Right, it's been an unboxing video. We'll try this one out now. You're probably thinking it's a bit of a pointless test, but no, I'm always quite intrigued as to why certain things capture more than others, or better than others. But I've been doing this channel for 8 years. I've been using this game capture pretty much from the start, and it's always been very up and down. Some capture well, some don't. It's a mystery. But we're going to try out the new one. Right, this one, no, I'm not going to use it. This one, yes, we are going to use it. So yes, question to the viewers, whoever has OSSCs, have you ever tried using an OSSC with a PlayStation 1? If you have, do you get a good picture, or do you get a bouncy picture? Let me know. And also in the last few hours, I have actually gone on eBay, I've actually bought myself a cover for that parallel port. But I think it's 3D printed. I think most things are these days, isn't it? Right, and also to spice up a little bit more, we're going to use this one. My God, it's a really long cable. Goodness me. It doesn't matter how many times I tidy this desk up, it always gets untidy. With a long play, a stream, or an unboxing video. It's untidy. Right, captured immediately, no hesitations. Now part of me was kind of hoping it was going to be the old look, because when I got my PlayStation 1997, the background was grey and it had lots of small squares. Then I got the one in 1999, which looked like this, and ever since then I've never seen the old ones. It would have been nice to go back to that one. I was kind of hoping it was going to look like that, but no, it looks like this. No big deal, but it looks so good. There you go, something else you used to do quite a lot back in the day, I'm sure lots of people did. Of course, like the CD32, it also has the ability to play audio CDs. One of choice, why not? Amiga PD Music Mix 1, 2007 Special Edition. Track 1, CD2, Unreal Theme. Let's see if it works. Continue, shuffle, program, repeat and time. There we go, no issues here, fantastic. Okay viewers, a quick question for you. Right, do you or do you not think this is going to have anything on it? Do you think the seller has thought about it and deleted it? Or do you think the seller has not thought about it and left what was on there on there? Yes. I reckon it's going to be empty. I seriously think so. But it'd be nice if it wasn't, just to spice it up a little more. Okay, let's try this memory card out. Now, Sean P will be quite impressed with this one because on the front there's a sticker of Final Fantasy. I don't know what one, it's very small text. Will it have something on there? Will it not have something on there? I still think the answer is going to be, it's going to be clear. I think the seller will know better than that. But let's find out. Yay or nay? Our survey says no. Again, I was kind of hoping it would be something on that, just to spice this video up, but never mind, it's a no. He knew better than that. I would have been surprised if there was something on that, but it's nice to know. And it works, it's superb. Exit, copy, copy all, or delete. Right, there we go. Classic Codemasters. Why not? Let's play some games. Wilderness games? You must play some. Pure gameplay. Right, there we go. Why not? Haven't played this for about 20 years. It's been a very long time. I have finished it though. This one I bought from Electronics Boutique. Got it in 1999. Okay, so the game is Colin McRae Rally, a racing video game. It's published by Codemasters for the PlayStation and Microsoft Windows. It features 8 official cars and their drivers and rallies from the 1998 World Rally Championship season, in addition to 4 extra cars. A 2D version was released on Game Boy Color, released in Europe in 2001. It was developed by Spellbound and published by THQ. It's absolutely brilliant. I've played it for absolute ages, at least 20 years. I got it in 1999 during my year at Cambridge College. I've always preferred rally games to Formula 1 games, but it wasn't the first rally game I played. The first one I played was on the Sega Saturn, also my favourite game on the Sega Saturn, Sega Rally Championship. Short game, but never finished it. I have got quite a few rally games in my collection, but this one and 2.0 on the PlayStation 1, Colin McRae Rally 3, 4 and 2005 on the PlayStation 2, Colin McRae Rally Dirt 1 and 2 Xbox 360, and Colin McRae Rally Dirt 4 on the Xbox One. Didn't have number 3 though, but it is good. It's really good. But yeah, when I got this, unfortunately, I wasn't working. Trying to save up £40, did some doing back in the day. I was at college. But yeah, it was one of those games, I kept seeing it in the shop, I really wanted it, but I just kept looking at the back of the case and thinking, well, not this time, I'll save a bit more and get it next time. And about 3 or 4 visits to the shop, I eventually had enough to get it. And I just kept playing it. I didn't stop playing it all that weekend. I played straight through it. It was so good. But of course, it does take some getting used to. But like this control pad, it takes some getting used to, but the PlayStation isn't performing very well. It really is good. It tells you on the right hand side how we are doing in terms of our progress, but of course the most important thing is at the top left. We're currently in first place. And apart from Destruction Derby 1 and 2, this is one of the first games I played where you can sustain some damage and also your car gets very dirty. I don't think you get much damage. You can smash your window, you can also flip your car over, which can have a serious dent on your time. It's great to go back to. Still to this day, it's a really good game. Ooh. Right, final phase, final section. Still in first place. Just don't make any mistakes. Go for the water. Oh, fantastic. Really, really good. So good. Nice to go back to. And the PlayStation is performing very well as well. There we go. Congratulations. You set the record of time for New Zealand Stage 1. But yes, of course, very early days. But also, passwords. Games of nowadays, modern games, don't really get passwords. Not as much, do you? You just save your progress, you turn the computer off or turn the console off, carry on where you left off. Back then, passwords was a big thing. There we go. And we are driving, we were driving, a Renault Megane. And that is Colin McRae Rally.
989 Studio.
Can you tell what it is yet? Maybe. Idle Minds, digital entertainment. But now. Maybe. There we go, fantastic. Like the last game, this is a game I played loads when I first got it, but also it's been so many years since I last played it. Got it in the same year, got it from the same shop. Cool Borders 3. Okay, so the game is Cool Borders 3 and 1998 snowboarding video game, developed by Idle Minds and published by Sony Computer Entertainment for the PlayStation. 989 Studios released the game in North America, while UEP Systems, developer of the previous games, released in Japan November 26, 1998. And this one I probably haven't played back 15 years, but when I first got it, I played it loads. But I bought it from the same shop. Oh, so they got to a good start. I go for the spectacular. Front flips, back flips, misties or rodeos. But you've got to land absolutely straight, or you fall flat on your face. But yes, the second one I only played because it was actually bundled in with the PlayStation Classic. The first one I haven't played at all. But this one was the first one I played back in the day because it was actually on a demo. And it's also one of a few games we have to say experience in 2-player mode. But yes, basically it's a race. It's a race to the finish line, try and beat the opposition. And this game can do just that. You can knock them off their ball by punching them right in the face. But they can do the same to you. They hold the square button down to turn sharply, X is your speed, also your grabs, and circle is your flips. And triangle is your grind. But yes, in a game like this, it's always down to timing. You've got to time it absolute perfection, otherwise, yeah, you're going to lose a lot of time. Not what you want to do in a race, of course. Oh my gosh, but there we go. Of course, like many snowboarding games, if you keep repeating the same skill, the same move, you get less points each time. Because it's been so long since I last played it, about 15 years I'd say. Not too shabby, we're in first place. Unlike the previous games, the Cool Borders 3 featured a vast number of playable characters. Along with unlocking characters at the start of the game, there are 13 different borders with a chance to unlock 8 extra borders upon beating the high scores. Cool Borders 3 also included 11 different snowboards and a further 12 to unlockable boards, each modeled after real boards from snowboard companies such as Borton and Ride. I read that brilliantly anyway, let's try and glide through the air. 6,630, of course, back in the day I did score a lot higher than that, and also I'm using my original memory cards, so my original scores and times are here. Absolutely fantastic, it's ended with a high. Not spectacular, but we landed on our feet. There we go, punches the end celebration, 7,755, not too bad, great to go back to, that is Cool Borders 3. Right, a quick go of Big Air. And you do actually have 3 attempts. For this part of the video, just go for the 1 single attempt. There's a big jump at the end, but there's a little one halfway down. You've got to try and get the best score possible. Give me good speed and good skills. And of course, land it at the end. And go for a triple, if I can. Triple, backside 180 tail grab was that? 3002, not my best score, but he's punching the end celebration, he's happy with that, and so am I. There we go, fantastic. And there we go, why not? Just spice this video up with something I haven't featured before on the channel, a game I played so much back in the day, Pong, copyright 1999, Supersonic Software. It's crazy, the amount of years I've had this game, I don't think I've ever looked at the instruction manual, not once. It's crazy, really. Okay, so the game is Pong the Next Level, a remake of 1972 Atari game of the same name, developed by Supersonic Software and published by Hasbro Interactive. The game consists of many levels that are either traditional Pong matches against computer-controlled opponents in special 3-dimensional arenas, with special power-ups and environmental gimmicks that affect the way the game is played, or solo challenges that require the player to keep the ball in play and call for precise and skilled moves to win. Another game I played so much, this one I got from Electronics Boutique game, one of the two, it was about £20. But the demo I had was actually this level and I played it loads. But each level does actually have 3 skill levels, an easy, a medium and a hard. And this one is actually Polar Power, which had Seal Saver and Snowstorm. But yes, basically it's Pong with a whole new digital twist. But what you can do on this one is basically every time the ball is a penguin, another ball is thrown into the mix. And if you've got the power up, which of course I do, you can activate it at will to try and make it more difficult for your opponent. And what happens is a polar bear actually lifts half the playfield and puts a wall in the middle of the screen, which is going to try and make it more difficult for the computer player. But it's actually first to 10 points to win. Right, so now it's payback time for him, it seems. 5-4. But yeah, this is also a game I played lots in 2-player mode. In fact, I probably played more in 2-player mode than in single-player mode. But it's actually a story mode for easy, normal and difficult, which I've done easy and normal and difficult very, very nearly to 100%. It's been quite a long time since I last played it, but yeah, this one got played so much, it's superb. It still is a very good game. And quite a lot of games featured a game like this. Had Centipede, Pong, Cuba, the next section of course I do have. I think Frogger and also Missile Commander did have one as well. Of all the ones I played, this one and the next Tetris were my favourites. Right, one more to win, 9-7. The reason why the balls are changing colour, because when there's an icon on the screen to pick up, whatever colour it is when it's hit will go to that side. Fantastic, really is good. Okay, we'll do one more. But yes, the levels of this game aren't always done in multiplayer mode. There are some solo ones thrown in. This one's called Egg on Your Face. But yes, it's self-explanatory what you'll try and do. You've got a usual paddle to try and manoeuvre the right coloured egg to the right colour basket. And if the egg falls into the wrong colour basket, that's the only way it can break. And also, you do actually lose the stage if that happens. But if the egg hits the top or the sides of the screen, amazingly, it doesn't break the egg. It's not so bad until multiple are released at once. So yes, you've got to try and score 12. But it's a good way of getting grips and controls of the game. But also in this game, you can actually increase or decrease the size of the paddle, or whatever level you're doing. I'm assuming probably more likely to be against a computer. You can also increase or decrease the speed of the ball. Right, over to the other side. It's good. It is good. Right, 3 more. Don't break the egg. 1 egg broken, and that's the end of the level. You have to restart. Good. Fantastic. And also, this PlayStation is performing, I think, even more better than my previous one. It's really, really good. Fantastic. Smaller footage, that is Pong. Okay, it's actually 20 to midnight. I know I'm crazy, but do one more game. But also, I have tried out the SCART cables, using the SSC, tried to capture with the PC with the new PlayStation, and no surprise really, I suppose it was inevitable, the results were exactly the same. But not there, it's only when I'm trying to capture it with the PC, get that wobbly effect, but only with your SSC, and it only seems to be with the PlayStation 1. It's so bizarre, it doesn't quite make sense. So I'm assuming it's some sort of resolution issue. I don't think it's a SCART cable issue, it's a capturing problem. But it's weird it's only with PlayStation 1. But anyway, we'll do one more game. This was a game that was requested for the live stream as we forgot to do. Cruci Final. Give it a try. Alright, so there we go. Got 4 options. 100 attack, survival, create, which I've never done. We'll go for Crucial Final. Okay, so the game is Crucial Final, Mental Blocks. It's a puzzle game where your wits are pitted against a higher power. The sequel to Karushi. Standing on an isolated platform, you must destroy the blocks that are rolling towards you in order to survive. While destroying certain blocks, the size of the platforms increase. If blocks fall off the edge of the platform or you destroy incorrect blocks, the platforms become smaller. Really good game, it's fantastic. This also was actually the first one of the 2 that I played. This was also a demo, same as Cool Borders 2. It took me ages to play the first game. It was only because it was bundled in with the PlayStation Classic. And it's a classic, it's fantastic. Crucial Final is a test, an examination of our intelligence created by a higher power than ourselves. The player stands on a suspended platform, face to face with huge deadly cubes, which roll in unison towards you. You must use your minds and your mind to destroy them by clearing the path through the onslaughts to survive. The rules of Crucial Final are simple, but survival is far from easy. Can you survive the ultimate test of mental and physical agility? I'm going to try, but trying to be at the same time of doing it is very difficult to try and do. But anyway, don't know how actually long the game is. I'm assuming, well, I suppose it all depends on how good you are. I can't actually remember how far I got. I think it's got about 9 levels, but depending on whether it's a perfect or a great will determine how much score is awarded to you. But in the top right hand corner it tells you what the best possible moves are. So if you match it, you get a perfect, which is going to get you more points. There we go. So basically the forbidden cubes are black. These must fall off the stage. Any captured, 1 row is then taken away. Normal cubes are the same colour as the levels. You get 100 points for a basic capture and 200 points in an advanced zone. Advanced zones are basically the green ones. Advanced cubes are green. All the advantage cubes in a wide area can be captured at once. And once you're clear, hold the square button down to speed it up. That's perfect. You get 10,000 for that. Right, I think this actually is the final phase. But of course, yes, the early levels are very simple, more of a tutorial. But it's different every time you play it. So a lot of timing, a lot of planning in order to get it absolutely perfect. It's very rare I do get perfect, especially in the later levels. That one, and that one. There we go, 4 hits, 1,000 points, 2 hits, 400 points. 2 more. It's one of those games, I'm very surprised it hasn't received a remaster. But of course, you never know what it may hold. There's so many remasters going on at the moment in time. Anything is remasterable. Right, this one I've done it correctly, that's fantastic. There you go. There, that one. Speed it up. Love the music as well. Great. And also, if you get crushed, that also does work against you. It's very easy to crush yourself in later levels. Right, that one, and 3 more. But also in the options screen, you can actually increase the speed of the cubes by increasing your difficulty. I mean, this one is hard difficulty. Apparently, it can be played in 2-player mode. That I've no experience. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm assuming it's either going to be split screen or maybe 2 of it on the screen. No idea. That is clear. So now it totals up whatever you've earned. Provided many mistakes, you should get a good result. 25,000. It's a high scoring game. It's fantastic though. More than footage, that is Crucial Final. Okay, again, just to spice this video up a little bit more, I did buy this last week from Amazon. This is a HDMI video capture, and it's the cheapest one I've ever bought, considering I actually bought so many over the years. They're still a mystery to me. Some perform well, some do not. But I'm not using the Elgato HD60 Pro. I haven't been using that for the last 5 months. I did buy myself a new Elgato, which is still in its bag. Haven't got round to trying it yet, but I will try it in the future. I will do an unboxing for that in the future, but we're also going to try this as well. It might be better than the 4K, it could be worse than the 4K, it could be the best one I've ever bought. You never know. But I'm also very intrigued to see how it's going to perform. Although thinking about it, is it going to work? Because the input is HDMI, the output is USB, which goes into the PC. But the PlayStation 1 is using a SCART cable. So I might have to use the HD Vig converter after all, but go into this rather than the 4K. So I'll plug that into the input, then plug that into USB. It should technically work, but I don't think it's going to make it any easier. It's just going to give me more cables. Okay, it's actually weekend now, 17th of May 2025. Now going back to this, it won't work. You can't use that with a PlayStation 1 unless it's giving out HDMI output, which of course it's not. So it's got to be a device that is doing just that. So it might actually work with a PlayStation Classic, but it won't work with a PlayStation 1. Right, the PlayStation Classic, don't use it very much. However though, if I were to plug that into that, with that, that might work. It might give me more cables though. But yeah, we'll give it a try. Put that there. And from the HDMI from the PlayStation Classic into there, via the output, that goes into the PC. It might give us a picture. I don't know, maybe. It might do something, but I doubt it. Find out. And it's gone green. It's supposed to do that. Right, so on the PC, I'm going to add a new source. We'll go for device. And I've just seen now that USB video has just appeared on there. Select that. It's captured. There we go. So it's given out HDMI, it will capture. There we go, it's captured, but only on the PC, so nothing on my TV screen. But yeah, it's a bit pointless me putting headphones on, there's no sound whatsoever. Out of all the minis I've got, all the ones I've bought over the years, it's most definitely the weakest. It's so basic. So yeah, unless you plug it into the TV, it might give you output, but only on the TV. But here, the output's only on OBS. So of course the sound's not coming out of here. So yeah, maybe if I plug it into the TV, I might get an image on here. But of course then there won't be an image on there. Do you know what? I've had this TV 2, maybe 3 years. I've just found out it actually does have a SCART cable. I didn't realise it did. One of the reasons why I got this one is I needed one for the new setup, but also it's got a DVD player built in. I had no idea it had a SCART cable. And also I've just found out, because I've never actually plugged anything USB related to this TV whatsoever, I didn't actually know how to select it. We go to Media and USB. Always got Miracast and Media Server. But it's probably not going to do anything about this. No USB device detected, no, it's going to be a pointless device really. I don't think I'm going to use this for anything. Right, it only cost me £6. Oh well, I tried, but no dice. I still can't believe I didn't realise this TV did not have a SCART cable. I mean, where it's located is very difficult to get access to. That's what they always are, aren't they? That was really difficult to... I found it, but it wasn't easy to get in there because it was just in a stupid location. Anyway, I had no idea it had a SCART cable. Can't believe it. Of course, you can't capture it like this, but you can play it like this. It's a really nice, sharp image as well. It's really good. There you go, why not? We've loaded it up anyway, set it all up again. Let's play one more game. This one I haven't played for about 15 years at least. Ape Escape. Bought it from game, bought it on the first day of release. However, I've never actually tried playing it with one of these, because technically you can't. Apologies about this blue box. That's one of the HD video converter's problems. This game can only be played with an analog controller, DualShock recommended. It's really interesting. Quite clever actually, because basically if you plug this in, this screen will appear on the screen. Without it, it won't. It actually detects that it's not right. That's pretty impressive actually. So there we go. If you plug this in and load it up again, you don't get a warning symbol. Go straight to the intro.
go, absolutely brilliant intro. I haven't seen this type of screen for a very long time. Ape Escape, copyright 1999, Sony Computer Entertainment Incorporated. There you go. Warning, capture 3 monkeys. Okay, so the game's Ape Escape, a 1999 platform game for the PlayStation and the first game in the Ape Escape series.
Do your best!
The game tells the story of an ape named Spectre who gains enhanced intelligence and a malevolent streak for the use of an experimental helmet. The Spectre produces an army of apes, which is sent through time in an attempt to rewrite history. Spike, the playable character, sets out to capture the apes with the aid of special gadgets. And one of those gadgets is a net. What makes this very difficult to try and adapt to after so many years of not playing it is the controls. They don't actually jump with any of the 4 main buttons. Those are your gadgets you have available. To jump is actually R1. To do a double jump is also R1. So yeah, it's very rare to have a button like that to jump. But it's so good. Those cookies in the top left are actually your energy. Capture the required quantity of apes and you complete the level. There we go. Alright, so there we go. 3 monkeys needed, 3 monkeys captured.
You're good!
It's a very good game. It's fantastic. Anyway, more enough footage. That is Ape Escape.
Okay, we end it with a quick unboxing. In this very, very small parcel should contain the parallel port cover I need for my PlayStation 1, which I'm very, very pleased with. But yeah, it was about £3, £3.50, something like that. It wasn't very much, but it's going to be very handy. Let's make it a bit more nicer. So in terms of the colour, it's not 100% correct, but it's not too far away. As long as it fits though. It does indeed. There we go. Brilliant. Very pleased with that. Finish it off nicely. Okay, buddy, that's more enough footage. That is my unboxing video for the PlayStation 1. Technically, it is my 4th PlayStation 1, even though the first one broke, the second one broke and then disappeared on the face of the earth. The third one's over there, it still works well, but this is definitely the best condition one of all ones I've got. So I'm very pleased with that. Really pleased. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed my video. A huge thank you to all those that watched the video up to this point. A huge shout out to the Patreons. You're absolutely superb. This is Jamie Wallace Games. Hope you catch the next one. So this one's easy. Ciao, bye. See ya.